Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to From the Depths with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome back to the campaign where today we have two major goals. The first of which is to take over the resource zones over here completely from the Deepwater Guard, and the second is to make two of our main craft finally in the campaign itself. That is the drone controller, our advanced cannon craft, which is more about defense than offense, but has a decent amount of firepower with its advanced cannons, and we also want to build the Moray, which is far more about the pure firepower, using one major railgun, the one which we built in the previous video. So what we're going to be doing is building the Moray over here by scrapping the gantry, the one which we even used to start the retrofit, and that'll start being built once I've captured the zone. After it's almost completed, we can move it over and finish it off at the resource zone, and we're going to be building up our drone craft, our drone leader over here, and once again, moving over. Two vehicles I need to build, and I'll probably build in the same video, are going to be the resource, well, the cargo carrier, I suppose, since we are now getting a little bit extreme in terms of how scattered our resources are. In addition to that, we need some proper satellites. These are good. And very subtle, so the enemy can't really see us. But, you know, would be nice to actually be in space. So with that, let's continue. Okay, the ships are being built, but one thing I want to do here then very, very quickly is just this. Literally, just want to start drilling into this terrain and getting ourselves some lovely, lovely resources. A bit of a lazy design, but it works just fine. This is taking up the resource zone we took recently, which is where the Moray gantry was. So where is miscellaneous? Because I am apparently blind, thank you. And let's just add some repair tentacles to this thing as well, so it can start healing up everything nearby. In fact, what we'll do is turn this into a proper little outpost. So resources, material storage, obviously I already have that. What I meant to say was just empty ammo barrels. And we'll have it also create ammo. So this thing can replenish ammo and replenish materials, just not fuel. We could sort out fuel as well, but I'll sort it out on something else later. Burning less than 1 material per second. Everything's up and running. Lovely. For now, it's just a box. I'll build more building-y stuff later. Oh, there's an enemy. A rapier, but it's not actually focusing on us, so I don't particularly care. Okay, that's fine. Let's split off the damage darts for now. Stop going that way. Nope, no, stay there. Send you back there. There's a Corsair we could attack. But this is our anti-aircraft vehicle. I still think we should attack it before they can start stacking up, so sure. Okay, so we spawned in the air a little bit. There is the Corsair. If we're lucky, we'll land a few hits directly on the missiles. Since they are completely exposed, we should be able to take them out, even with flak. Kind of sunk for a second there, which is actually pretty good because it threw off all the enemy missiles. We do sit purposely very low in the water. Not that low, though. Why are you so bouncy? I don't know why you're so bouncy. You are slightly damaged, but I don't understand why the bouncing, though. Of course, it looks pretty badly damaged already. Okay, the missiles are actually hitting this time. Nope, our stacked armor just dealt with it. We're doing very little damage back, but ultimately we are clearly the victor here. We are over double the price, though, bear in mind, so not really a shock. That kind of shows why I have these smaller ships so low in the water. Missiles and a lot of other weapons just really, really hate that. Hard to get a lock on something when it's hiding mostly underwater. Same drone ship, now fighting against the rapier, as my throat apparently closes. Okay, the anti-air weapons are hitting us. So the torps actually knocking off some armor. But I think we've already proved ourselves victorious. Why is flak doing so well? These are just pure flak heads. That's all they are, is just flak. There's no high explosive or anything hiding in there. What are you? Not quite sure what happened over here. Our moray costs underneath double the gantry we scrapped, yet the moray is still only 20% done. And the iron cordon. And apparently the Onyx watch is expanding its territory. Now that is interesting. The Corsair we stole a while ago is now completely repaired. And it's so dark I can hardly see what I'm looking at. Just accidentally restart the music. Pure high explosive, okay. But these on the back. Ooh, bigger high explosive. I love how these have been done. These turrets look amazing. Such a small, cheap craft, because it is very cheap. But it just looks phenomenal. Has flares as well against missiles, not that we use any missiles to choose infrared. Whoa, okay, these are all engine exhausts. Just make it look cool, I guess. Yeah, just an excess of exhausts. Of course, the problem is, even with the armor on the bottom, the reason why we were able to deal with it so easily is because all this section at the top just isn't protected at all. Now remember, this is Deepwater Guard. It's meant to be balanced around this being the first faction, so it's not so much me criticizing, just me realizing weaknesses. Decent amount of storage in this thing. Ooh, we could convert this into our cargo container. Once you were the Corsair, now you're just a minion. Although, I am going to do one very cheeky thing. And what I'm going to do is sub-object mode, save the sub-object I'm currently on, Corsair 1. Because I love this turret. Thank you for the lift dart, and here we are at the last of the resource zones we still need to work on. Am I actually falling or not? Am I close to being in space? Very gentle fall there. You know you've jumped off a height a bit too high when it's boring to fall to the floor. There we go, finally. Whee! And such. Lovely. Oh, we have 500 resources from the dart. In fact, I might scrap the dart to make our little resource collector over here as well. Sending the prototype and some of the darts off so we can start capturing these as well. Just waiting for our new craft to be complete, then we'll start attacking over here. Although, taking this back would be nice. The moray is now online. So what I need to do is give a test to prove its loyalty. The ultimate test of loyalty. Attacking the village, I mean the producer of arms nearby to the village we found it in. I'm sure it had no friends here. No loyalties. Perhaps even loved ones. None of them. Because that'd be mean making it destroy this first. Proving loyalty through high-velocity railgun shells. Oh yeah, forgot to make it go closer. That's the one thing I didn't alter. Okay. Yeah, wants to go a bit closer than this, because that looks a bit silly. Why are you aiming so weirdly? Are you aiming at the barrel? Well, not your finest moment there, moray. Okay, that's just getting silly. Gonna just manual fire here for a second, just to finish this thing off. Why are you so obsessed with firing just above it? What is with that? I really should just capture these, but I am having way too much fun just exploding things. Oh, we are now reloading. Actually, you know what? This is the perfect time. No, stop. I just said just stop. Okay, can you please move over there? Taking me closer. I wish to capture. Oh, yeah, your AI is very aggressive about this. Still, you are fighting it, and you are moving. Good. It's almost like it doesn't want to see the carnage it just wrought. Weird. Decided to let the more I have a rest, because it was burning materials because of its steam boilers. Now it's over there with all the steam boilers off, just floating peacefully, having a well-deserved break. Oh, on a completely unrelated side note, we are now at war with the Onyx Watch. I don't know why, but apparently we are. Okay, the gantry is ours. The mainframe was hiding in a section of boxes, so there's one house left. No, Lathrix, ignore the alcohol. I think the mainframe was in here, if I remember. Yeah, there it is. No, that wasn't it. I need to find the others then. Aha! Corners everywhere. Lovely. So, little village of our own. And the iron cordon is apparently attacking our darts. Oh, that is unfair. Okay, they're going to be obliterated. Prototype, can you possibly get there in time? I can't for the life of me remember what the iron cordon is, but by the looks of things, yeah, we are fast enough to reach it. Wait, there's the boss. Oh, good, we've actually reached the boss of the Deepwater Guard. Well, that's good. No, sadly, we didn't get in range in time. Turns out I was wrong there. Also, the maximum height of these craft is now insane because I went to space during that one fight. Maximum altitude, 1,000. No, the darts are not going to space to begin with. They might end up going there during the fight, but that's not the intention. I honestly cannot for the life of me remember what the iron cordon is. Oh, it's only 25k. No, I was looking at the volume. Oh, it's only 25k resources. No, 25k volume. Far scarier. 300k material. Oh my god. Maybe it was good I didn't send the prototype here. Or at least the prototype didn't get here in time, I should say. Annoy it to death, lads. No, it has missiles. Why can't you just be ram cannons? Oh, missiles and small advanced cannons. Yeah, ow. Craft don't stand a chance. Oh, wow. Utterly obliterated. I don't think the prototype would stand up against this. I love the prototype, but it's less than 100,000 resources. It's a third of the size, and it's designed to deal with lighter targets. Big light targets, things like the crossbones with lighter armor. Last chance. Oh, I do kind of want to send it against it, though, just to see what happens. Yep, I know it's stupid, but we're doing it anyway. Now, one thing I have done is I've quickly changed the missile type to EMP. This is because it requires no actual editing of the vehicle itself. It's just literally swapping over from one save to the other in the missile editor. I think it might be better. The reason is, the small frag missiles it had were great versus the Deepwater Guard, great versus just picking small things off, which I'm now realizing might have been great because the enemy have... oh no. They have anti-munition systems. But versus things like this, they would have been terrible. So I'm thinking EMP might be the better choice. And it fits the theme more. So, for the glory of Tzeentch. Also, it wanted to be right next to us, which I'm completely fine with. So, here we go. The laser system did not do much there. Lots of blue. Did we just offline its weapons? No, not all of them, but its missiles. Did we actually turn off its missiles? Well, not before it fired, but still. For the glory of Tzeentch. This is, after all, modelled after a Tzeentch Screamer, so it makes sense. Did it get hit by its own missile? I think it did. They also seem to be more resistant versus the anti-munition system, I think. Is that true? Someone in the comments tell me, is that true? Are the EMP missiles less susceptible to that? We broke its brain. I guess I should really jump off so I'm next to it, so if we do manage to completely destroy its AI, I can just capture it. That is insane. I didn't think small missiles with EMP would actually be all that good, but seemingly... I was wrong. Oh, this is the Onyx Watch crest, isn't it? I didn't even realise. How much damage have we done to it? Only 2% of its health has been lost. Come on, take this over. This will be fantastic to convert into something for Nurgle. It's difficult to see the missiles sometimes until it's a bit too late. It's like it's snowing. I'm assuming the mainframe has proper protection. Well, I'm just going to let it just keep on trying until it runs out of ammo. Ooh, can we steer this? We can! To the land! I expected it to move faster when I put it on full forward, but apparently not. Come on, where is the mainframe on this thing then? Okay, I count this thing as being completely unable to defend itself, and thus I am allowing myself to capture it. I've gave it enough time, so... the AI, I believe, is somewhere around here. All into Stormtrooper. We're still going to be here for a while. We have pretty much destroyed everything but the AI. Even its controllers seem to have just been eradicated now. And it's because the AI isn't here. Surge protectors and heavy armor. Maybe I should have swapped over to actual damaging missiles. Might have just broken into it eventually, since they're now all hitting. The battle is finished. We have the Iron Cordon. So, a funny story, it turns out the AI at the front, because apparently it's had two AIs, was actually destroyed by the prototype. So, yeah, it could take out the AI, it had plenty more ammo left, or it had more material to turn into ammo, so it could have just carried on, but that would have took way too long, and honestly, I just wanted to try and rip this thing apart. So, we have the Iron Cordon now on our side. The question is EMP too overpowered? Because sometimes fights like that just seem unfair. Oh. Well, we're being attacked by two flying squirrels versus some darts and our drone ship. Oh, they have no chance. Apparently, I'm not allowed to ponder on life's questions, such as the efficiency of EMP being potentially too high. Oh, there goes one flying squirrel before I could even see what was going on. The missiles from the darts. That is mesmerizing. The flying squirrels are just not having a fun time with us, aren't they? Okay, though. At least our first fight versus the Onyx Watch has done well. So you two return here. Grab that first and return. What are you? Another Iron Cordon. I could send the prototype, but I probably want to actually destroy this one. The Moray would definitely lose to this. Yeah, even if we give it anti-munition systems, bear in mind they are large missiles which have an insane amount of health. That's why the Iron Cordon's so expensive. Those missiles are deadly. Thankfully, our craft just managed to dodge them. What do we do then? Can't just leave it. The one ship I think would do okay is the drone ship, but that's not ready yet. It was just too expensive because I didn't have enough resources down here. So I think I need to do is outfit the Corsair now, make it faster, let it hold more cargo, then we can finally have all the resources in one location, because we could have built the drone ship by now, not just the Moray. And of course we need to mess around with the Iron Cordon. There's a lot of stuff we can do with that. Okay, before we leave, what we're going to do is we're going to send the Moray versus Davy Jones's outpost with some darts for support. The reason is the Davy Jones outpost is also normally protected by flying squirrels. Oh wow, right now it has some of these as well. What are these? I can't remember what the Simoon is. Simoon? Simone? Bob? Simone, that's right. The fishing barrel. Okay, it's quite a lot there. Either way though, the Moray will deal with the Davy Jones outpost, and then the darts will deal with everything else. And that'll be the end of the episode, destroying the Deepwater Guard, and now we are instantly at war with the Onyx Watch. Yeah, that Iron Cordon is honestly kind of terrifying. What can we build here to help protect us? Nothing really, just don't have the resources. Need to make the drone ship as soon as possible. I might scrap this Iron Cordon and rebuild it later once we've modified it. So yeah, as I was mentioning earlier, what about EMP then? So I love EMP. Well, recently I've fallen in love with EMP after using it a lot in the Adventure series, but I do feel like some fights, some enemies, unless they're completely protected against it, just go down instantly, completely destroying them. So should I use it as a main type, or should I stick with just pure destruction? Especially since my honor rules are all about, I only capture vehicles which simply can't fight back. It's at a state where the enemy can't win. Like that, for instance. I could have swapped over the missiles on my prototype, and then we would have won. Via destruction, but that's no fun. Especially when it's already taken down. So, opinions please in the comments. I would love to hear what everyone has to say. I do often change my playstyles based on decent comments. That thing is so slow. Are you just stuck? 274,000 materials still. That is insane. That's like 3 prototypes like I mentioned earlier, or 2 of our main drone craft. It's actually 2 of the Moray. A little bit under 2 of the Moray. So, we'd get like 1 2/3. And so we begin the final fight versus the Deepwater Guard. The Davy Jones outpost with its 3 guardians and the fish in a barrel. What should happen is the Moray, which I'm now realising is the wrong file, hence the weird name, the M-or-23. That's the placeholder name. Don't worry, it's thankfully exactly the same as the finished version, just with the wrong name. Only just realised I've done that, but oh well. The M-or-23 is going to be focusing completely on the Davy Jones outpost. The other vehicles are going to be focusing on these fellas. So, let's begin. Let's take a look, see at the enemies first. Oh, there's a fair bit of lag. I assume that's, yep, the Davy Jones's outpost loading in. Oh, I remember you. I always forget the name of these things, but this is actually in my top 5 of all ships. I just love it to bits. It's a really simple ship, but it's things like this which just make it look fantastic. This is a steam generator. And it looks like it's powering the propeller. It's simple, but it looks lovely because of that. Okay, back to the actual fight, though. Seems like missiles heading towards the Moray, but the Moray is attacking the Davy Jones as intended. 1 weapon already down, and yeah, just chunking away armor every single hit. The test vehicle going after the flyer we were just looking at. A bit far away for its flak, but it should be okay. And here are the darts. Doing the true work. Carrying our fleet. These things bob a lot, don't they? Okay, the Davy Jones is sending some missiles against us, but seemingly we are not taking too much damage. Oh, we are being hit by them, though. Yeah, front is taking a lot of hits. Down goes one of the enemy flyers. Combination of flak and the darts has dealt with it. And the Davy Jones is being pretty much destroyed every second. Is that cram cannon the only weapon it has? Well, the flyers aren't too much of a threat. I'm actually tempted just to bring everything against the Deepwater Guard, the David Jones, rather. If actually not, I will. The flyers just aren't doing anything, so... Incoming some flak damage. And here are the darts. 2 damaged already, fantastic. Say goodbye. Holden Moray, you have truly proved your loyalty today. Ooh, we could try and capture one of these, just for the fun of it. They're not worth all that much, but they are lovely designs. In fact, no, keep that as well. Just take out the one flyer that's still up and running. No, let me target the right thing.
Engaging now.
Once that's taken out, we'll capture everything else that's left. That flak is just not landing sometimes. I suppose it doesn't have the best detection system. Once again, it is the drone ship. It's meant to be relying on the parent for its aiming, but that parent simply doesn't exist right now. Okay, everyone, offline. Let's get to capturing. Steam everywhere on this craft. Oh, there it is. Is it? What's behind door number 2? Well, it's an AI thing, but it's not the actual mainframe, though. Nope, this is just a connection piece. So where's the actual mainframe, then, I wonder? There's not many places here which are well armoured up, so it's difficult to say where you'd place it. Ah, look at all that going. There it is. I'm also very tempted to make this our resource hauler, because look, it has these lovely little boats here on the side, which originally, before everything just exploded, actually had storage. They had little coal storage ones, these all over it. You are totally staying here as our new harvester. Ooh, a mainframe being hung up by chains! Ooh, I like this place. Feels so... me. Hello there, sailor. So it's a sailor over there, passed out drunk. Oh dear. Love the bottles. That's a problem. Well, someone's being fired once I take over. Okay, I can't see the AI easily. I was hoping it'd be in one of the corners like it tends to be, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Can I move this? Cool. I just found the mainframe, but it's all falling apart. I think it ran out of engine power. It did, however, make a Corsair before it died. Difference? Well, we lost one of our darts to it, but there goes the Corsair. Thanks to beautiful, beautiful flak. That was so irritating, though. I had just found the mainframe as it destroyed itself. Whee! But with that, I'm afraid I am all out of time for today's video, so if you have enjoyed, then of course, likes, favourite, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that From the Depths is a series you wish to see continued in the future. In the next episode, we are going to be fighting against the Onyx Watch, or we're going to be doing a lot of retrofitting for all of the different crafts we have stolen today. We have the Iron Cordon, we have the Corsair, we have the Simoon, whatever you want, however it's pronounced. We have one of them. There's lots of work we need to do. And I am very curious to see what we're going to do with the Iron Cordon. There's lots of stuff we can do with such a large vehicle. Well, thank you so much for watching. Really do hope you've enjoyed. Have a lovely day. Do take care. And until next time, goodbye. Hopefully I've made the capturing interesting. I need to edit so much of that down. Goodbye.